But I'm going to tell you something that would be a great time. MGM Yonkers submitted its New York City area casino bid yesterday, bringing us to 8 bids for 3 available spots. That can include Times Square, Citi Field, Coney Island, the Bronx, Hudson Yards, Kips Bay, and Aqueduct. Okay. 3 available spots. If you're sending me to Coney Island, I'm going to kill you. Citi Field, I will kill you. Now, I get it being part. Here's the one thing about it. Citi Field is an absolute nightmare to get to. It is so annoying. However, I feel bad for Mets fans. You have nothing to do. There's nothing to do out there at Queens except go to the game. Then there's like a bar downstairs that you could go to after the game, but like it's not open very late. Sometimes not open at all. So I get it for a Mets game, but then you're kind of losing everybody after baseball season. No one wants to go there. Ask the FanDuel Sportsbook. Like outside of the games at MetLife, no one likes to travel to Secaucus. You could, like a lot of old people go there in the day and watch ponies. And I'm sure for big games and big events, FanDuel gets packed at Secaucus, but like it's in the middle of nowhere. So if you were to have a casino in Times Square, that's fire. Probably also horrible for crime, but it would be a fire location. Hudson Yards, that's actually a really good location if you want money. If you want big money, not necessarily tourism, but if you want big money, you go to Hudson Yards. If you want stupid money, you go to Kips Bay because you'll have all the kids who just graduated college who all moved to Kips Bay. That's what you could get from it. Joe Quills over on Twitch says Aqueduct is ceasing live racing when the new Belmont opens in September 2026, but they have the Resorts World Casino. Hey, I'm telling you my top ones. Times Square, Hudson Yards, Kips Bay. Citi Field is fine, but it's seasonal. The Bronx, also like kind of annoying. It's easy for me to get to the Bronx, but like no one wants to travel to the Bronx. There's going to be too much crime up there. If you do this in the Bronx, you're going to have a lot of issues. There's like lots of crime in the Bronx. So I would be putting it in more secure locations for whatever that's worth in New York City. Times Square, very secure when it comes to tourism. But again, if you want like an absolute insane tourism spot, you could do Times Square. I think it would be pretty cool, but I don't know how long it would last because you're not getting the locals. If you want the locals and you want money, you go to Hudson Yards and Kips Bay because you're going to get the big money from Hudson Yards and you're going to get the stupid money from the college kids who just graduated in Kips Bay. That would be freaking awesome. Mohegan going to Kips Bay would be sick. And everyone knows what Mohegan is. So this would be really freaking cool. And I really hope it happens. I've actually been trying to get it to happen. Here's the thing. Casinos, are they legal in New York now? I know that you're talking about because it was all tribal. And now it's a very good question. And I have to like get somebody on to talk about it. But let's just say, obviously, clearly there is a way this could happen. And now I lost my train of thought, Sean. You threw me off. But with the casinos in New York, like, I know what I was going to say. What isn't legal and what I was trying to figure out with the situation with Citi Field and Steve Cohen, Hard Rock, Citi Field, it would have to be something outside of the stadium because last I knew in New York, you weren't allowed to gamble inside a stadium. Like it was legal, but you couldn't gamble inside the stadium. So like the Yankees have Hard Rock next to their stadium. There's a Hard Rock Cafe attached to Yankee Stadium. I always said the best way to bring in more money is doing what they do like in Europe where you have kiosks and people could bet. And like if you have a Hard Rock sports book that's attached to Yankee Stadium inside the Hard Rock restaurant, you keep it open after the game or before a game, whether it's a night game or a day game, whatever. You bring in so much more money. Imagine it's the fall and you want to go to a Yankees game, but there's football on. You go to a 7:00 Yankees game and you decide, I could go to the Hard Rock first, go watch football there, get into Yankee Stadium faster. Or vice versa, if there's like 4:00 games going on, you go to a 1:00 Yankees game, you could go watch that on Sunday after the game. or college on Saturdays. There's just so much more money that could come in if you have action going on. Now, it would hurt the bars outside, which is why Yankee Stadium probably isn't doing it, because there's a ton of stuff you can do around the Yankee Stadium. Citi Field, not so much. Citi Field needs things to do after a Mets game or before a Mets game. Obviously, people tailgate before a game, but like, I think it would be huge if the Mets had it. Again, kind of seasonal though. It's great. I'm super pumped. For there to be a casino in New York, hell frickin' yeah, I would be going there. It'd be so much fun to watch games. I probably wouldn't go to Times Square. You guys could go. Anyone who's not from New York, you guys could go to Times Square. I'm out.